Top 10 longest living creatures on Earth. Number 10. Geoduck. Geoduck are a large saltwater clam that are native to the Puget Sound region. They have long siphons or necks that grow up to 3 feet long that are between the two halves of their shell. Geoduck are known to live at least 160 years. Number 9. Tuatara. Tuatara are lizard-like creatures that are the surviving members of a species that dates back to 200 million years ago. These lizards are quite literally dinosaurs. There are only 2 species alive today, both bred in conservation areas in New Zealand, and are both starting to work their way out into the wild again. Tuatara are among the longest living vertebrates on Earth. While their lifespan isn't exactly known, it's predicted between 100 and 200 years. Number 8. Lemmabrachia tubeworms. These deep-sea worms look more like ocean plants than a creature. They live along hydrocarbon vents on the ocean floor. They have a lifespan of 170 years old, but scientists believe many live up to 250 years old. Not the most menacing creature in the wild, then again, you don't need to be menacing if you don't look like food for another animal. Number 7. Red sea urchins. Red sea urchins float around the Pacific Ocean sea floor along the west coast of North America. They primarily live in shallow waters up to 270 feet deep and use their spines to tiptoe across the ocean floor. Although not the most exciting creature out there, they do look cool and live upwards of 200 years old. That ain't nothing to complain about. Number 6. Bowhead whales. Bowhead whales, or Arctic whale, are the longest living mammal on Earth. Aside from the longest lifespan at 200 years, the bowhead whale also holds the title of largest mouth of any animal on Earth. Before getting environmental protection in 1966, the bowhead whale was highly targeted by fishermen, but their numbers have since recovered. There are bowhead whales found today that have ivory tips still lodged in their blubber from whalers trying to kill them almost 200 years ago. Number 5. Koi. Koi, a domestic variety of carp, are synonymous with Japanese gardens. They come in a variety of colors, most notably the bright saturated yellows and reds. Koi are able to live over 200 years. The oldest living koi, Hanako, died at a ripe old age of 266 on July 7th, 1977. Number 4. Tortoises. Tortoises are the longest living vertebrates on Earth, but still not the longest living creatures. The oldest tortoise alive today is Jonathan, who lives on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean called St. Helena. This photo here of Jonathan was taken in 1886, just 4 years after he arrived at St. Helena from the Seychelles. Jonathan was given to the governor of St. Helena along with 3 other giant tortoises. He is 184 years old today, but at Waiata, an Aldabra giant tortoise was rumored to be 255 years old when he died in 2006. Number 3. Ocean quahog. The ocean quahog or hardshell clam may not be the most exciting old-timer on this list, but with an average lifespan of 400 years definitely deserves the number 3 spot. The concentric rings on a clam shell can be used to tell their age, much like the rings of a tree. The oldest clam found to date is Ming, a 507-year-old clam found near Iceland. Researchers at the time didn't know they were in possession of the world's oldest clam until they had opened it up and did their calculations. Ming would have certainly went on living if it wasn't for the intervention of scientists, but with the clam industry being massively exploited, Ming could have been picked up by a trolling ship. One important thing scientists did learn from Ming is a change in sea temperatures over the years. Number 2. Antarctic sponge. The Antarctic sponge is an incredible, slow-growing, slow-moving sea creature that floats around the bottom of the Antarctic Ocean, absorbing food that comes its way. Once a year, there's a massive plankton bloom in Antarctic waters. This is the preferred food for the sponge, but can survive off diffused carbon and goes through periods not consuming much at all. The sponge can go for decades without growing at all, but with recent sea temperatures rising from the effects of humanity, there have been a massive increase in sponge growth. It is estimated that the oldest species of Antarctic sponge are 1,550 years old. Number 1. Turritopsis nutricula jellyfish. The Turritopsis nutricula jellyfish is the only creature on Earth that we know of that doesn't die. It lives forever. This species of jellyfish can cycle from a mature adult stage of life back to an immature pulp stage and back again. This means eventually, theoretically speaking, the entire ocean will be full of them. As Dr. Maria Magledia of the Smithsonian Tropical Marine Institute puts it, we are looking at a worldwide silent invasion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.